Hello everyone, welcome to the SCV Buy Sell Swap groups. We have 5 groups. The one that you're looking at right now is Toys and Gear. That's for kids' toys and other such items. We have the baby clothing, baby and kids clothing. We have home goods. And we have adult clothing for men's and women's clothing. And then we also have the hobbies page, which we're really excited about. The hobbies page has sports, crafting, scrapbooking, collecting, music, couponing, gardening, etc. So all things hobby related. So those are the 5 groups that we have, and you can see on my screen here that I have them all up here in my favorites category. If you'd like to do that as well, you can always just click on, this is the regular list of groups right here. You just click on this little icon next to it and you put add to favorites, and then it moves it up there. Or if you change your mind, you can push remove from favorites. So just a little tip. So welcome to the group. On behalf of our whole team here, the administrative team, we just wanted to thank you for joining our site, and make sure that you read the rules before you start posting. It's definitely important. We will remove people who don't follow the rules, and we remove posts that are not correctly posted. And that's just to keep order. That's not because we're trying to be mean or dumb or anything, but make sure that you read the rules. So let's go through them real fast. You click Files. And they're right here, buy, sell, swap rules. It's the same set of rules for all 5 groups, and it's the same group of administrators. So if you read it once, it's good enough. You don't have to read it 5 times. I mean, you can if you want, but I don't know why you would. Okay, so I just realized I spelled the word hobby wrong. Well, have to go back and fix that. All right, so these are the groups that we have. It lists them all. And then for rules, let's just go through them really quickly and then make sure that you go back and read them all thoroughly. Number 1 just talks about you choose a fixed price or an auction. Can do both formats. Number 2, it talks about posting to albums when possible. We're going to do a whole video on how to sell, and go ahead and watch that because that will tell you how to post into the albums. And then we're going to do a YouTube video on how to buy, and that shows you how to shop through the albums. So make sure you watch those, but that's what that little blurb there is talking about. Number 3 is be a responsible seller. That gives you all of the qualifications that we have for being a seller. 4 is be a responsible buyer, and again, qualifications for being a buyer. 5 is be kind and resolve disputes. You might think that this goes without saying, but we need to make sure that we address it. Basically, the biggest thing is this last line here. Refrain from posting on the wall as it causes unnecessary drama. Make sure that you take care of any disputes in a private message to the person. Whenever you post something to the wall, everyone in the group can see it, and that easily can lead to drama, reputations being ruined. You'll know from being on the site already, or you'll come to know quickly if you're just joining. Your reputation is very valuable on these sites, and if people respect you and they like you, they'll buy from you. And if people don't respect you, or they think that you are too, if there's too much drama or whatever, then they're not going to want to buy from you. So make sure that you don't post anything to the wall that causes any kind of drama or anything. Make sure you take care of it in a private message. If you have a dispute that isn't being settled, make sure you let an admin know. We keep track of people who fail to follow the rules for whatever reason, and we remove them as necessary. So make sure that you let us know. 6 is go in comment order. It's talking about being fair here. So every post goes in comment order. So the first person to comment, whether they ask a question that indicates interest, or if they specifically say, I'm interested, I'm in line, it's mine, whatever else people say, any of those things count as holding your spot in line. They count as you are buying the item. The only thing that doesn't count is things like, oh, that's cute, or, similar admiring posts. That doesn't count as being in line because clearly you're just thinking it's cute. You don't want to buy it necessarily. Also, for tagging, if you tag someone in the post, it's just so they can see it, but it doesn't hold their spot in line. And we don't allow members to hold spots for other members, so whoever buys the item is the person that's going to buy it and pick it up, and they're the one commenting on it. So if someone tags you, and you want it, then you need to go there and comment yourself. And your spot in line is determined by when you comment, not by when someone tagged you. If you have questions about that, you can message an admin. We'd be happy to clear it up. 7 is be safe. That just talks about the site being a secret group, which means only friends can add other friends. People can't search it publicly, and that's for safety, of course. So make sure that the people that you add are reputable. Really, the safety of this site is in your hands, and we're really asking that you make sure that the people that you add are good people before you add them. And you may be held accountable for the actions of those you add to the group, so be careful with who you add. Also, we don't allow minors on the site. That's for safety. Number 8 is clean up after yourself. Please make sure you delete your picture after you sell the item. This is for organization's sake, and it's a rule that we have, and if you break it, we will remove you. So make sure you delete a posting. Number 9 is avoid confusion. That just talks about, some more detail about making sure you don't cause confusion. 10 is be patient. We have something called the 12-hour rule, is what we like to call it. It just means that you need to give the person 12 hours to respond to you, because not everybody is on Facebook all the time. So let's say a seller is selling a couch, for example, and the buyer says, oh, I'd like to buy that couch. What are the dimensions of the couch? And then the buyer writes back a couple hours later and says, these are the dimensions, 54 by 72 by 12 or whatever. Then the buyer has 12 hours from that moment to respond saying, yes, I'd like the couch, or no, I don't want the couch, it won't fit, or whatever. You have to give them 12 hours because they might not be on Facebook necessarily when you respond to them. So that's why we ask for the 12-hour cushion to allow them to get back to you before you move on to the next person. Number 11 is be respectful. That should go without saying as well. Just be kind, be respectful. If you're not, sorry, but we got to kick you out of here. So be nice, be kind, be good. I'm sorry, I have a 5-year-old, so sometimes I talk like that. All right, have fun shopping. All buying and selling is done at your own risk. And here's the list of administrators right here. Leah, myself, Candace, Holly, Tammy, Nancy, Sarah, and Amy. And then our organization and maintenance team, Westy, Jamie, Jamie, and Nicole. So that about covers it. If you have any questions whatsoever, please message an admin. We're here for you. We want to help you. And go ahead and watch our other YouTube videos on how to buy, how to sell, and all kinds of other good tips. Thanks, guys.